In a remote corner of Central Asia, far from the rest of the world, among the vast steppes and the most enormous mountains, lies Mongolia, the most nomadic and one of the strangest countries on the planet. This fascinating place is full of mysteries and curiosities that have captured the imagination of adventurers and travelers from all over the world. Get ready to discover the mysterious and fascinating culture of Mongolia in this new video from Uncensored World. From having been the largest and most powerful empire of all time with the great Genghis Khan, to the deep-rooted tradition of living in constant movement. Following the migration of their herds, Mongolia is a country with a nomadic culture unique in the world. The diversity of practices and beliefs in Mongolia adds an intriguing element to its cultural identity. For example, there is a tribe where women have the freedom to choose multiple lovers, following a tradition known as traveling marriages, something that illustrates the Mongolian ability to preserve their culture in an ever-changing world. The surprises don't end here, as also in Mongolia, it is said that, even today, wedding by abduction or nuptial abduction still occurs, an ancient tradition that you will learn more about later. Beyond its fascinating history, Mongolia hides incredible wonders, such as the famous Gobi Desert and its breathtaking landscapes, or Lake Kivsgal, known as the Blue Pearl of Mongolia, place of beauty that will leave you speechless. Mongolia, a huge country located in Central Asia, has a rich history dating back millennia. In its early days, nomadic Mongolian tribes inhabited the vast steppes and grasslands of the region, living by hunting, fishing, and animal husbandry. As the tribes united under a common leadership, prominent figures emerged, such as Genghis Khan, who succeeded in unifying the Mongol tribes and founded the Mongol Empire in the 13th century. This empire expanded rapidly under the military and strategic leadership of Genghis Khan, who is regarded by many as the greatest warrior of all time. The Mongol Empire conquered a vast territory that stretched from Eastern Europe to East Asia. To give you an idea of the empire's size, it was larger in terms of area than the combined territories of Russia, China, and India. The Mongol Empire encompassed a landmass that exceeded the sum of these three huge countries. Its empire was characterized by its military power, communications, trade network, and religious tolerance, making it one of the most influential empires in history. Genghis Khan, still revered today by the Mongols, was born in the 12th century and rose to power as the supreme leader of the Mongol tribes after decades of internal conflict. His military genius and ability to unite scattered tribes under a single banner led him to establish the Mongol Empire in 1206, conquering vast territories and creating one of the most powerful empires of all time. Leaving aside Mongolia's powerful past, let's get to know its best corners, starting with the capital, Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar is not only the largest city in Mongolia, but also holds the title of being the largest capital in the world in terms of area. To give an example, the whole country of Luxembourg would fit within the area of the Mongolian capital. This is one of the facts that make this country unique: its vast extension and one of the lowest population densities in the world, with about 2 people per square kilometer. This means that despite having an area larger than Peru, Mongolia has only 3.3 million inhabitants, while Peru has more than 33 million. A lot has to do with the nomadic lifestyle that Mongolians have maintained for hundreds of years. This way of life makes Ulaanbaatar a magical and unique place in winter, with vast open spaces and clear skies full of bright stars. The city is covered in snow, with festive lights illuminating the streets, creating a picturesque winter scene. During this season, Ulaanbaatar becomes a paradise for winter sports enthusiasts. Visitors can enjoy skiing, snowboarding, and sledding in the nearby mountains. The city also has outdoor ice skating rinks where friends and families can enjoy gliding across the ice, but the magic isn't limited to winter sports alone. Ulaanbaatar's winter markets offer a chance to experience the local culture, featuring traditional handicrafts, yak wool clothing, and delicious local dishes. The diet of those who practice the nomadic lifestyle is simple but nutritious, based on dairy products, meat from farm animals, and garden produce. Despite the harsh living conditions, Mongolian nomads enjoy a deep connection with nature and maintain great respect for the environment. One of the foods that make Mongolia unique is its delicious ice cream, best enjoyed in the summer months. According to legend, a group of Mongolian warriors returning from a battle in the desert mixed fresh snow with mare's milk to cool themselves down, unintentionally creating Mongolian ice cream. This delicacy has become a symbol of the ingenuity of Mongolian culture. However, one of the most unusual drinks in the world can also be found here: sheep's eye juice. This peculiar drink, known for its hangover-fighting properties, is prepared from tomato juice, vinegar, and sheep's eyes. Despite how strange it may seem, sheep's eye juice is valued in Mongolia for its supposed health benefits and unique taste. It is traditionally consumed during festivals and celebrations. Winter festivals play a significant role in Mongolian life. One of the most popular is Sagan Sar, the Mongolian Lunar New Year festival, where families gather for banquets and ceremonies. As we continue our journey through Mongolia, it is time to explore its magical landscapes. The vast Mongolian steppes, which cover most of the country's territory, are home to nomads and their herds of horses, yaks, and sheep. These green plains offer an authentic glimpse into Mongolian culture and a chance to enjoy the tranquility of its wild landscapes. Probably the most famous area in Mongolia is the Gobi Desert in the south of the country. The Gobi is one of the largest and most arid deserts in Asia, but hides oases, canyons, and unique rock formations. Mongolia is renowned worldwide as a hotspot for fossil discoveries. Millions of years ago, this land was home to dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures. Its arid climate and vast deserts have preserved fossils exceptionally well, making Mongolia a treasure trove for paleontologists. One of Mongolia's most famous discoveries is a Tyrannosaurus rex-like theropod dinosaur unearthed in the Gobi Desert. This find remains one of the most complete and well-preserved dinosaur fossils ever discovered. Additionally, in 2018, a skull of a primitive mammal dating back 75 million years was found here. Mongolia is also famous for its dinosaur eggs, which have provided valuable insights into the reproductive habits of dinosaurs. In northern Mongolia, you will find Lake Khuvsgul, one of the largest and most beautiful lakes in the country. Its crystal clear waters and lush green shores make it a perfect place to relax and enjoy nature. The lake is also an important sanctuary for migratory birds. Another significant landmark is the Kurlan River, one of the longest rivers in Mongolia, which meanders through steppes and mountains, creating breathtaking scenery. However, Mongolia's extreme climate is something visitors must be prepared for, as temperatures in Ulaanbaatar can drop as low as 30 degrees Celsius in winter. Despite these conditions, Mongolia is known as the land of the eternal blue sky, due to its 260 sunny days a year. The country's religious landscape is dominated by Tibetan Buddhism, followed by shamanism and Tengrism. Buddhism has deeply influenced Mongolian culture, despite only 8% of the population actively practicing it. The first Buddhist temple in Mongolia was built in 1586, marking the beginning of a long religious tradition. One of the most iconic monuments in Mongolia is the massive equestrian statue of Genghis Khan, standing 40 meters tall. Located near Ulaanbaatar, this statue is one of the largest of its kind in the world, and is part of a cultural complex that includes a museum. Mongolia is home to an architectural marvel that serves as both a cultural and historical center. Despite its grandeur, tourists are often discouraged from visiting during the winter season due to extreme weather conditions. However, Mongolia is famously known as the land of blue sky due to its 260 sunny days a year, making it a truly unique travel destination. This distinctive climate enhances the experience of exploring the country's breathtaking landscapes and vast wilderness. The dominant religion in Mongolia is Tibetan Buddhism, which is practiced by approximately 53% of the population. However, Mongolia is also home to other faiths such as shamanism and Tengrism, which coexist within the nation. Despite Buddhism being practiced by only 8% of the population, its influence remains deeply rooted in Mongolian culture and daily life. The first Buddhist temple in Mongolia was built in 1586, marking the beginning of a long and significant religious tradition. One of the most fascinating aspects of Mongolia is its nomadic lifestyle, a way of life that has persisted for centuries. To truly grasp what nomadic life in Mongolia is like, imagine waking up every morning in a traditional Mongolian tent known as a yurt. The yurt is a circular and portable dwelling that provides warmth and shelter in Mongolia's harsh climate. Picture waking up in the shadow of a majestic mountain, surrounded by an expanse of untamed nature, with some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the world. This idyllic setting is the reality for many Mongolians who continue to live traditionally, migrating with their herds and adapting to the changing seasons. The day begins with the fresh scent of mountain air and golden sunlight filtering through the openings of the yurt. Families typically gather around a small wood stove to prepare breakfast, which often consists of nutritious staples such as yak milk, providing energy for the day ahead. After breakfast, family members organize themselves for daily tasks. Some will head out to herd cattle across the vast plains, while others remain near the yurt, engaged in household chores such as repairing tents, cooking, or taking care of young livestock. Nomadic life in Mongolia is deeply connected to nature, and each day brings new adventures and challenges within this vast and rugged landscape. The Mongolian nomads are an extraordinary people who have adapted to the country's harsh climatic conditions while preserving their ancestral traditions. Their way of life revolves around livestock, with animals such as horses, sheep, goats, yaks, and camels providing food, milk, wool, and transportation. These animals are indispensable to survival in Mongolia's harsh environment. Mobility is a defining characteristic of Mongolian nomadic culture. Families move frequently in search of fresh pastures and water for their animals, following a seasonal migration pattern. During spring and summer, when pastures are more abundant, nomadic families camp in the highlands of the mountains. In autumn and winter, when snow blankets the landscape, they migrate to more sheltered valleys to protect their livestock from the cold. The yurt, also known as a jir, is an essential part of Mongolian life. Made from wool felt, this portable home can be easily assembled and dismantled, allowing families to move efficiently. Inside the yurt, the space is cozy and functional, with simple yet practical furnishings such as wooden beds, tables, and a central stove that provides warmth during the brutal winter months. Due to their nomadic culture, Mongolia has preserved extraordinary traditions that may seem unusual to much of the world. One such tradition is traveling marriages. Historically, as men were responsible for tasks such as hunting and discovering new living spaces, many would perish during their journeys, leaving their wives without the support and sustenance they needed. This is likely one of the reasons why the Mosuo people, a nomadic community of Mongol origin that still exists today, created what is known as the Kingdom of Women. The Mosuo people, numbering approximately 40,000, inhabit remote regions along the borders of China and Mongolia. Their nomadic way of life and isolation have allowed them to preserve ancient customs not found elsewhere in the world. One of these customs is the practice of itinerant marriages. Following a coming-of-age ceremony, Mosuo women are free to choose their lovers, having as many or as few as they wish throughout their lifetimes. Unlike traditional marriages, Mosuo couples do not live together, and children are raised exclusively within the mother's family. Instead of biological fathers, uncles and brothers assume the paternal role within the household. This unique tradition likely developed due to the unpredictable and often dangerous nature of nomadic life, where men frequently faced perilous journeys. Before we continue, we'd like to ask you, what surprised you the most about Mongolia? Would you like to visit this fascinating country? Pause the video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Engaging with our content is the best way to support our work and help us bring you more interesting stories like this. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Now, let's continue exploring the wonders of Mongolia. Despite Mongolia not being a mainstream tourist destination, it offers a wealth of experiences for those who venture into its lands. The capital city, Ulaanbaatar, is home to numerous cultural and historical attractions. One must-visit site is the Gandan Tekinlun Monastery, an awe-inspiring religious complex that houses the largest Buddha statue in Mongolia. For history enthusiasts, the National Museum of Mongolia is an essential stop, offering fascinating exhibits and artifacts that chronicle the rich heritage of this remarkable country. Adventure seekers will find plenty to do in Ulaanbaatar, with opportunities for camel, jeep, or horseback excursions through Mongolia's stunning deserts. Exploring the country's vast and mysterious landscapes is an unforgettable experience. But that's not all. Mongolia is also known for its dinosaur fossils, making it a paradise for paleontology enthusiasts. One of the most intriguing beliefs in Mongolia is the superstition surrounding Burkhan Khaldun, a sacred mountain believed to be the birthplace of Genghis Khan. Many Mongolians attribute mystical and protective powers to this mountain, and according to local tradition, touching it with the right hand brings good luck and protection against evil spirits. In recent history, Mongolia underwent a peaceful revolution in 1990, which marked the end of the communist regime and ushered in a democratic system. This political shift was crucial for Mongolia's international recognition as an independent nation. In 1992, Mongolia reapplied for membership in the United Nations and was successfully admitted as a full member. Another unique aspect of Mongolia is its culture, which has been shaped by its warrior past. This rich history has given rise to practices that may seem unusual to outsiders, such as the ancient tradition of bridal abduction. In this controversial ritual, a man would abduct the woman he desired as his wife and take her to his home, where a marriage ceremony was performed. While this practice was once widespread, it is now illegal in Mongolia, though remnants of it can still be found in some rural areas. Another centuries-old tradition that continues to thrive in Mongolia is eagle hunting. This practice involves training golden eagles to hunt wild animals such as foxes and rabbits, providing an essential source of food and fur for nomadic communities. Eagle hunting remains a revered skill in Mongolia, particularly in the Altai region, where it is a significant part of cultural identity. Mongolia's warrior heritage is also reflected in its largest annual festival, Naadam, which takes place every July. Naadam celebrates the three manly skills: wrestling, archery, and horse racing. This vibrant and colorful event attracts participants and spectators from all over Mongolia and beyond. It is a must-see experience for anyone looking to immerse themselves in Mongolia's unique traditions and customs. If you've made it this far, we're thrilled to know you're enjoying this video. If so, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and share this video with your loved ones. Your support helps us continue to create fascinating content about the world's most unique cultures. And don't miss the next video, we're sure you'll love it.